In 2005, film critic Roger Ebert was asked a question about video games being art. Being a man born in the 1940s, Ebert was a bit cynical on the concept. To my knowledge, no one in or out of the field has ever been able to cite a game worthy of comparison with the great dramatist, poets, filmmakers, novelist, and composer. However, just a year later, Ebert went back on his statement and told his audience that he changed his mind. Some games can aspire to artistic importance, not just as a visual experience, but as a touchstone of the humanities. I learned this after playing Homer the Flanders Killer 2. Flanders Killer, a game so perfect it had to be remastered 8 times, as every few years, modern Shakespeare and Newgrounds user A Prime remasters Homer the Flanders Killer with new features and levels. The latest remaster of Homer the Flanders Killer came out on January 1st, 2023. After all the political tension of the last couple of years, this is what's going to bring the country together. America is back, baby.
I wouldn't have killed Fat Tony if I knew those guys were gonna show up. Where can I get Duff without Duff Man? I'll just go to Moe's.
Some people say the most important video game of all time is The Legend of Zelda. Those people are fucking stupid. Your dad might say Pac-Man is the most important game of all time. Your cousin might say Metal Gear Solid is the most important video game of all time. That Mexican kid in your class might say Halo 3, but not the original version. The ODST version, without the official cover art, is the most important video game of all time. All of those people are wrong and not invited to my birthday party. The correct answer is Homer the Flanders Killer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You play as Homer Simpson, an upstanding Italian American, protecting your faith against Protestant scum.
Each leap brings us closer to God! What have we done to make God angry? You did it!
Homer Simpson, the upstanding Italian American citizen, helps his fellow upstanding Italian American citizens. In one level, the stupid Flanders family is nagging on upstanding Italian American citizen Fat Tony for taking care of all the dead bodies. It's up to Homer to protect Fat Tony's small family business from the Flanders clan. In one level, Homer has to help his fellow upstanding Italian American citizen Milhouse Van Houten. The Flanders gang is trying to bust Milhouse for cutting off the head of Jebediah Springfield. Now, if you kept up with the show, you would know that Milhouse's ancestors actually discovered Springfield, but Jebediah stole credit, just like how Bob Kane stole Batman, and how Slavs with no hair stole the track jacket look from upstanding Italian American citizens with hair. Milhouse is an upstanding Italian American citizen. The role you play in the game is a concerned member of the community, someone who always helps a fellow friend in need. After years of research, I can finally conclude that Homer the Flanders Killer is an adaptation of Bowling Alone by Robert Putnam, but actually good and not incoherent with its insistence to ignore the increased volunteer civic activity and support group work for something vague like bowling league memberships or some Moose Lodge bullshit. Homer is a believer in a cause, not for the sake of the cultural monolith, for his own perception of what makes a society just. Homer Simpson is not a bureaucrat. He's an upstanding Italian-American citizen who helps fellow upstanding Italian-American citizens like Ralph Wiggum from the evil Flanders family. Thank you all for listening to my TED Talk.